Welcome, dear students, to another class of computers. Today, we are going to talk about lesson 4, that is more on PowerPoint. So, this is the continuation of previous video. So, first topic is align object on a slide. Align object on a slide means how we can fix a particular object on the slide, means we can change this position, etc. So for we have to follow certain steps to align objects can be an image or shape or other object, you can say chart, etc. Okay, so what we have to do, first step is we have to select the object that we want to align. That means if it is an image, then we have to select that image, and if it is a shape, then we have to select that shape. If it is a chart, then we have to select the chart, table, etc. Okay, to select multiple object at once, we can do shift hold we can hold shift key and while clicking the objects. So by pressing shift key, we can select multiple objects. Okay, and then we have to go to the format tab, it will appear. Okay, and then step 2 is click on align command from the format tab. In the format tab, we will see align command and then select align selected objects, and after that step 3 is click on align command again, then select one of the 6 alignment option. We will find 6 alignment option, that is align left, right, bottom, top, like this. So we have to select the particular option that we want. Like this we can select the alignment. So see here what are the different alignments options. So to align object to the slide, action is to align object on the slide. This is a table that shows these things, and tab you will find this in a format tab, and group name is arrange. So steps to be followed is we have to click on align, then click on align to slide, and then click on align again. Click on any of the 6 alignment option. To distribute object evenly, that means we want object to be similar way, then we have to go on format tab, and the format tab is present on arrange group. Okay, and then click on align to slide, and then click on align again, and we have to select distribute horizontally or distribute vertically. Okay, from the drop down menu that appears. So we can select these objects, and then we will perform the alignment. I will demonstrate the practical all of this chapter together in the next video. Okay, next we are having is insert charts in a PowerPoint. We can insert chart in a PowerPoint. For inserting a chart in a PowerPoint, we have to follow certain steps. So step 1 is we have to go on insert tab that you will find in the after home. Okay, that is first tab is file, then home, then insert tab you will find. Then you have to click on the chart command in the illustrations groups. You will find an illustrations group, there you will find chart command. Step 3 is insert chart dialog box appear, and from that select the category from the left pane and review the charts that appear in the right pane. Step 5 is we have to select the desired chart. That means whatever type of appearance we want for the chart, that is pie chart or column chart, or you can say bar chart. There are different types of charts, so you have to select that desired chart. Okay, a chart and a spreadsheet will appear. A placeholder source data will also appear. Replace with your own information. That means the spreadsheet that you will find, that is Excel sheet, you can change values there, and the source data is used to create the chart, and with these data the new chart will be appear. So see on this image that is given here, we are having iPhone, then January, February, March, that is values of phones. So iPhone 100, 78, 25, you can change the value. So 3 phones are here: iPhone, Lava, Samsung. We can write any values in that, and after editing value, just press enter, then it will create chart according to the values. Okay, so chart will be created on the slide. Like this you can insert a chart. Now if you want to change the chart, that is type of the chart, then you can change the chart type according to the requirement. For that you have to follow certain steps. Select the chart and click on the insert tab, then click on in design tab that you will find under chart tools, and then click on the change chart type button in the type group. The change chart type dialog box will appear. Then you have to select chart type and click on OK. The chart will change automatically as per the selection. Okay. Next is transition menu. Transition menu means in PowerPoint we are having an option of showing objects on a slide. So we can choose the transition. Transitions means how objects will appear on slide. Okay, so there are three categories of unique transition to choose from. One is stubble, subtle. Okay, so these use simple animation to move between slides. Okay, then exciting, that is these are more complex animations to transitions between slides. Okay, and then dynamic content. Dynamic transitions can be applied to two slides with similar slide layout. In dynamic transitions only placeholders move and not the slides themselves. Okay, placeholders means objects will move, not the slide. And in complex and subtle, it is moving the slides also. Okay, next is how to apply transition. Okay, transition effects are more or majorly used to change the slides. Okay, so for applying a transition we have to follow certain steps. Step 1, 2, 3 are given here. Step 1 is select the desired slide from slide navigation pane, and then the slide that will appear after transition. Then click on transitions tab, then locate the transition to the slide group. None is applied to each slide by default. None means no slide effect is applied automatically. And if you want to change the transition, then you click on more drop down arrow to display all transition, and then choose your selected transition. This will automatically preview the transitions that will show you the effect of transition. Transition is how slides are changing, and animations means applying effect on the objects. Okay, next is how we can preview a transition. We can preview a transition, that is we can check the transitions that we have applied on the slide for a selected slide by clicking on the preview command. Preview command is present on transition tab, that you can see here also. Okay, this is a transition tab that is having preview, none, fade, push, wipe. So these are the options. Okay, we can modify transitions durations by in entering desired time in the timing group. Okay, so we can modify a transition that for that you have to click on effect option command under transition tab, and then select the desired option. The transition will be modified and a preview of the transition will appear. Okay, we can remove the transition. To remove a transition, shortcut key is control A in the thumbnail pane, and then click on none. Okay, and then transition gallery of the tab. So you can click on the slide in which you don't want transition, then click on transition tab in the and click on none. So there are two ways. Okay, and animation menu means animation is a set of effects that which can be applied to the objects. Animations are always applied on objects, and transitions are applied on slides. Okay, so we can change the effect. Entrance effect means how objects are entering on the slide. So there are different types of entrance that fly in. Object will appear like flying. Split means object is breaking. Wipe or shapes, star shape, etc. There are different types of entrances. Then emphasis means focusing on particular thing. So that is you can say titter, spin karke objects will come with a spin like this. Okay, exit effects means how objects will go from the slide. So different object exit effects are there. Motion path is there. If you want to show emphasis on a particular circular form or arc form, line form object, then that can be applied with motion path. Okay, next is applying an animation. How we can apply an animation? So select the object or the text on the slide. In animation tab, we can click on the drop down arrow in the animation group. That drop down menu of animation effect will appear. So we have to select that, and a small number will appear next to the object to show that it has transition animation. Okay, and then in slide pane, a star symbol will appear next to the slide with animation. PowerPoint will apply animation to the selected object. We can also remove the animation effect. For that, select the numerical of the animation that you want to remove, and then press delete key, or you can click on none under the animation tab. Like this you can remove the animation also. Okay, next is we can change the speed of animation also. That means the objects that are appearing on the slide, we can change their speed. So the speed effect is determined by the duration setting. So we can change the duration setting that will appear in animation tab. So you have to select on animation tab, and then you have to click on the effect that you want to change the duration for, and under timing group in the duration box enter the number of seconds that you want the animation effect to last for. So here in the screenshot you can see the animation timing box, and there you can change the duration. At the bottom of the animation effect menu you can access even more effects. So like this you can change the speed of animation. We can preview a slide, or we can print the presentation also. So the print pan makes it easy to preview and print your presentation. So in this video I am showing you presentation. This is the presentation. So here you can see the preview, and we can take print out of this also. Okay, so for taking following a step you have to follow for preview and printing the presentation. You have to go on file tab, backstage view will appear, select print, print pan will appear, and then you can enter number of copies you want to print from the printer, and then enter any specified slides which you wish to print, or just print all slides on your presentation. Next, fill to the chosen one from print layout in the setting. Then you can change the color. You can preview the slides and can increase or decrease the size of the preview window. Okay, and then you have to click on print. View in slideshow view. You can also get the slideshow view from a taskbar. This symbol shows that thing at the bottom of the slide window, and then slideshow view occupies the full computer screen, exactly the way your presentation will look on a big screen when your audience will see it. So this is a view. Different views are there, 3 views are there. One is normal view, second is slide sorter view, and third is reading view, fourth is slideshow view. So generally we use this slideshow view. Okay, next is show the prepared presentation using projector. We can show the presentation using projector also. So for that, open the presentation and select slideshow from the menu at the bottom. Then select the setup slideshow option, and if you are using a laptop, press function key, that is F8. Okay, F8 function key will show that thing simultaneously to enable your laptop secondary video output. In the setup show option, select the second monitor choice under slideshow menu monitor, that is anything besides primary monitor. So Alt F is on your keyboard to start the slideshow in presenter view. Like in that way we can present it on the projector. Okay, and next topic is presenter view, how it will appear. Okay, if you are presenting your slideshow with a second display, that means using a projector. Okay, you can use presenter view means the person who is presenting. So presenter view gives you access to a specific set of controls on your screen that the audience won't see. That means that is only available for the presenter, allowing you to easily refer the slide notes, or you can write something extra there. So start your slide shows as you normally would, and then click on the slide options button, and then select presenter view. So that presenter view will appear. So this is all about this chapter. We have completed this chapter. Thank you, students. We will continue our class in the